boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, gentlemen. OnlyFans is about to be banned. In fact, it's already been banned in Sweden. And so, as you may have guessed, a lot of women are crying, oh no, I won't be able to professional prostitute my way anymore. Very tragic news, in fact, gentlemen. So, let's read about it. Article, episode today. We read here, not here, editor. OnlyFans users face prison under harsh new Swedish professional prostitution law. This was just a few days ago. I'm guys always bringing you the hot news. Like and subscribe. But now, Ampu, can you actually hide because you're covering the screen? Yes, I'm also covering the screen, but I'm the one talking, alright? When you start talking and making the videos, Ampu, I'll let you stay. Okay. OnlyFans users in Sweden could face prison sentences under a harsh new law that treats buying online S3X shows the same as paying a professional prostitute for S3X. Well, it's the same. It's the same, just in a different format, right? The law, which will take effect July 1st, also criminalizes profiting from or promoting others who perform S3X acts for payment on demand. This is a new form of S3X purchase, and it's high time we modernize the legislation to include digital platforms. Swedish Member of Parliament Teresa Carvalho, I may be mispronouncing that, said after the bill passed. Under the new law, it will be legal to pay someone to carry out a S3X act remotely, such as on a live video stream, for the specific purpose of that act being viewed by the buyer. The law targets live, especially commissioned interactions, which are especially lucrative and popular among many porn stars on online platforms. Watching and paying for pre-recorded adult content will remain legal though. So I think this is like a gap in the law, you know, where, I mean, guys, OnlyFans is already pre-recorded, in the sense that if on OnlyFans you want to pay for you know, a porn actress to like send you a video of her doing, I don't know what to say that is not banned on YouTube, but doing some backdoor activities. So if you pay an OnlyFans model to do some backdoor activities for you and send you a video of it, that video is already pre-recorded. Like, she's not seeing your request and calling Tyrone to bang her from behind, you know? These models have pre-recorded videos, and you just pay for them, and so they just send you the video. For all they could do, guys, they could just send you like a link to a Pornhub video where it's already uploaded. You know, like, they're not recording in the moment. So, I don't know. I think the OnlyFans models will find a way around this. Where, well, I technically haven't recorded it for him because he paid me to, like, a professional prostitute. No, I'm just sending you the video after you give me money. You know, a pre-recorded video. So I think there are ways around it. They'll probably find something. But we'll see about that. Carvalho, who is part of Sweden's left-wing opposition party, the Social Democrats, said the law is not aimed at targeting OnlyFans models themselves. And there you have a picture of her. Not bad, right? Not bad, guys. Do you know if she has an OnlyFans? But let's read about this, alright? So it's not aimed at OnlyFans models themselves. Instead, she said it will protect young people and other individuals vulnerable to exploitation. So yeah, the whole reason why we are having this law is because poor little, you know, OnlyFans models, they are being slaved into this. They are not, right? There may be some cases, and there probably are, of women who are forced to be on OnlyFans, but I don't think they are. Especially when you look at the high-earning ones. None of them are forced to be there. They just want to be there. They enjoy making money, right? And a lot of the ones who don't earn money, maybe like some of them are forced into it or could be. But again, if they're not earning any money, why would they be? Like, even if you're like this massive pimp that wants to online have women professional prostituting online, and I have all these words that I must say so they don't take the video down, but you know, if you have all these models working for you, yet they don't earn money, why would you be there? Why would you have that business, you know? And again, the ones who are earning a lot of money, guys, they are not forced to be there in any way, shape, or form. Like, these high-earning models are making thousands, even millions of women. I think there was a woman, guys. Sophie Rain, I think it was her name. There was a new that she was making like more money than the Hollywood actors. Yeah, it's like crazy, guys. Who thinks that these women are not doing it because they like it and because they enjoy the money, right? So there you go. Instead of caring about how corn has creeped onto society and how everything is S3 actualized and how it's such a downgrade on the morality of our societies. No, instead, oh, poor OnlyFans models making millions. They probably are, you know, slaving away for some pimp. It all revolves back to the patriarchy, wouldn't you see, guys? She pointed, so this is the Swedish Carvalho. She pointed to links between online exploitation and grooming with substance abuse, human trafficking, and professional prostitution. The bill was proposed by the Swedish Parliament's Justice Committee and received cross-party backing. So there we have one of the victims, guys. There you have her. She's a victim. Oh no, she's a victim. Swedish OnlyFans model Elsa Thora is seen in an undated Instagram post. There you have her, guys. Doesn't she seem like the usual victim, you know? The one slaving away for a pimp? Do you think so, guys? Well, you let me know. In Sweden, paying for S3X is already illegal and faces a sentence of up to 1 year in prison. Sweden's S3X trafficking laws focus on punishing the buyers, but not the S3X workers. Again, I think that both people should be banned, but especially, guys, especially, wouldn't you aim the ban at like the distributor? Am I crazy, guys? Am I insane for thinking this? Like, who would you rather ban? Who would you rather punish? The user of a substance or the distributor of that substance, right? So, because there's this like victim association that we do with the buyer, the user, right? The user in substance cases, for example, he's already hooked, all right? We view him, he's not a victim, he's doing it out of his own will, of course, but you know, we can attribute more victim points to him because maybe you are hooked already, you know, and that's what the distributors exploit. Why wouldn't you ban them or aim to punish them? They are the distributors profiting out of this whole thing. The guys who are wanking it off all day, they're not profiting in any way. Oh, well, they are, you know, satisfying their S3 desires. Okay, that's maybe the only way in which they quote-unquote profit. But these models, guys, who get paid like, I don't know what the prices are, say $40 to just redistribute a pre-recorded, like, backdoor video that they've done 2 years ago, right? They are the ones who should be punished, if you ask me. Or at least both of them, you know? Pimping carries a maximum sentence of 4 years in prison. I love it, guys. So, they punish the top distributor, the pimp, who usually is a man. And they punish the consumer, who is also a man. And women who are in between and they are doing the act, they are not punished at all. Which, again, going back to my point, these women, there's no pimp controlling them, alright? Guys, this woman you see right here on screen, there's no pimp involved. How do I know? Well, I don't. Maybe there could be, but it's like, what are the odds? Guys, these women are living in mansions. There was a video I saw on Instagram of one of these models who literally bought a mansion because of all the money that she got out of OnlyFans, alright? They're living in their mansions, drinking their little pina coladas, in their pools. There's no pimp here. Because there needs not be. Why do you need a pimp? You're doing this online. You don't need any sort of protection or control. You don't need a pimp. You could say that, well, Hidan, maybe in some of the cases the man forces them because they want to exploit them. Again, at that point, okay, what do these pimps do? They forcefully take these women away from their families. They lock them in a basement and they tell them, you will make this content. Well, in that case, because there are such cases, but they're not attributed to OnlyFans, right? There are some women slaving away at a pimp. It's not because of OnlyFans. It's just old-fashioned professional institution, right? And sex trafficking. I just don't know how it's in any way, shape, or form linked to OnlyFans, and how in such a case this bill that you're passing will solve the problem. There's just no logic in all this, guys. So we punish men in both fronts, but we don't punish the women who are doing it. All right. This new law cracking down on OnlyFans and other adult sites is similar to SESTA/FOSTA law passed in the US in 2018 during President Trump's first term in office, which punished platforms that facilitate S3X work. Yejit Adin, activist of the European S3X Workers' Rights Alliance, told Netspolitik. But others in Sweden want the law to go further and have called for a total ban on platforms like OF. It's a forum where S3X services are also sold. A professional institution or the S3X trade is constantly taking new forms, and it is important that politicians and legislators keep up with the developments that are taking place. Social Democrats politician Annika Strandhäll, or whatever that name is, told the Swedish newspaper Expressen. And then there you have again, guys, massive millions. Oh no, this is another victim, guys, another victim. There's probably some pimp in this woman's like first world luxury apartment that is forcing her to show her milkers, you know. So this Swedish model, Sina Odenfant, is seen in an Instagram post. Another victim, guys. Oh no, she's so oppressed. What will she do after this, guys? She also called on age limits on porn sites to shield children for harmful material. Oh wow, there's actually something good that will come out of this bill. It won't happen, probably won't happen, because Pornhub and all these S3X sites, they are making billions of dollars, and they are making a lot of that money from kids. So yeah, when there's money involved, guys, morals are not part of the equation, right? They simply aren't. We got to ban tobacco and alcohol from children, which wasn't the case in the beginning, but we got to ban it at some point. It's not going to happen with corn. It's just too much money involved. They say that these corn sites will say, oh, we're not aimed at children. Guys, there was this research done where literally there was a person investigating on how the posts of like Pornhub and other sites are specifically targeted for young audiences. You know, the posts, the captions, everything was targeted at young audiences. It's so clear that these porn sites have full-on marketing teams aimed at trying to sell as much corn to young kids as possible. But we'll discuss that later. Let's finish this article now. From the perspective of Swedish women, we see a big problem with the access to gross, violent pornography that very young children in Sweden today have just by pressing a button on their phones, she said. Well, here ends the article, guys. Put on some gameplay as we discuss our thoughts about this. Please leave me your thoughts in the comments and I'll reread them. But so two things to address here. First off, there's a lot of gaps, legal gaps that can arise from this, especially with that quote-unquote pre-recorded part. Again, all videos are pre-recorded. These women are not recording anything for someone. These are pre-recorded videos of some dude that banged them 4 days ago, right? If you think that these models who have like 100,000 followers with 5,000 requests per day. If you think that these women are doing 5,000 S3 acts a day, you're wrong. It's pre-recorded videos, alright? They record them from time to time with their simp boyfriends, and they tell them later, you know? So they're already pre-recorded. Another thing that is a gap is, so in a lot of countries, S3X work, paying for a professional prostitute is banned. However, so stupid. If you put a camera on, well, now it's not professional prostitution. Now it's corn, which is not illegal. Oh my god, that's so stupid. So there you have another gap, right? If you put a camera in front of it, oh, now it's not a professional prostitution. I know, there are just so many gaps around this. I wish, honestly, the laws were more strict. And this is how we'll move on to our second point, which is, guys, I think that porn will be highly restricted, right? Because the effect it has had on society is not good. And I think we can all be mature people and just accept it, all right? So we can have differing opinions. Maybe you can say that, hey, I like corn. I don't want it to be restricted or banned. All right. But you have to agree that it's bad for society, and especially for children, right? It's two different things. You can enjoy it. You can not want it to be banned. You can say that you want OF to remain forever. Okay. But it's still bad, though, right? Just let's be clear about it. Okay, I like women. And I know they are bad. I know they're a peril. I know they are a negative effect upon my life. I still like them, okay? Both things can be true at the same time. So, hey, you can like corn all you want, OF. You can even make the claim that professional prostitution is good and it's moral, okay. But, you know, just admit that it has a bad effect on society, and especially on children. And guys, I want to share this with you. Bit personal, you know, but for the sake of argument. The first time I watched corn, I was 13, and I didn't intend to. It got sent to me by another. It wasn't even my classmate. Like, it was some dude from the other class that I didn't even know, right? We just had like a group, WhatsApp group for the class, and this dude from the other class sent it, you know? Corn is just so available to young children that even if you try to protect your children in whatever way you can, they're probably still gonna end up watching it, right? Like, corn is more accessible and available than freaking bread, man, than freaking water. And it just shouldn't be that way. Because, again, for me, it's immoral, it's negative, it has a negative effect on people, even if you don't want to view it from like the Christian perspective where you know, S3X is not meant for that. Even if you don't want to view it from that point, again, there are so many studies, there's so much information on how bad and negative it is. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. It changes your perspective on love. S3X, it makes you horny out of your mind. I mean, we can see, right, the immediate effects that it has had on society. And it just didn't used to be that way before the internet, right? Before the internet, the average man didn't watch S3 actual content at such an age. I think the current average age for being exposed to corn is like 12 or something like that, maybe even 11. It's something crazy, guys. You can check it up, all right? Now, call me insane, I just don't think that an 11-year-old boy should be watching corn. Yeah, and it's not only corn. It's not like in a movie they kiss and they lay together. This is hardcore corn. It's just not right. You know, so I wish they could ban it all. Not ban it, you know, because people are going to be, oh, that's my freedom, you can't ban me. Okay, restrict it, you know. Restrict it, because we don't need 11-year-old kids wanking it to hardcore corn. It's not part of their brain. They're not ready for it. If you don't expose a child to this type of content, he probably won't think about S3X or consider S3X or have S3X be a significant part of his life until many years later. You know, just people are not ready. And especially, again, it's just so damaging to, instead of having your first experience with like a real woman and have something meaningful and have feelings associated to S3X, you know, because sex is meant to be with another person. You're meant to feel something and experience something. It's not meant to be this thing you do on your own, and especially to discover it in such a way just changes your whole perspective and makes you so much selfish when it comes to sex. You just start viewing it as this recreational thing that other people owe you or can give you. You know, it's so damaging, just so damaging. I wish they could just ban OnlyFans altogether, restrict porn sites so people don't cry about it's my freedom. Okay, you can still wank it all day, but restrict it for kids, alright? And then I wish they could ban this as well, which is another porn type. It's just not the usual one, and it's women's porn. Women's porn, guys, I'm talking about the books that they read, the dirty ass books that they read, ban them as well. It's just porn, right? Women's literature, guys, of like that 7'5" vampire that is literally raping women, ban that crap. They like it, it's their corn. And again, I won't go too much into it, but you can look it up on Google, just watch it on YouTube, women's corn, right? And try to find information about these books that they read. It's so degenerate, it's literally hardcore corn. It's just not in a video format, it's in written format. And women read it, and you know, I don't want to know what they do with it, but there you go, ban that as well. Just this whole degeneracy, take it out of society and things will be so much better. But I know they won't, guys. I know they won't. They'll never do it. It's just too much money involved. They'll never change it. Society will just keep getting more degenerate with each passing day, and the natural outcome of that is more crime, more sadness, more pain, and more misery, and more broken families, and so that's that. And we're all gonna die a painful and miserable death. It's all going to go to hell. The world will vanish, and we'll all just suffer immeasurably until that day comes. But that's you know, my take on it. But you guys, let me know yours. So leave me your comments down below, guys. I'll be happy to see you next time.